Thus, the final time I will ever descend upon this place, known as Jeffrey's Toys R Us. Because if you didn't know, Toys R Us is closing, and it is a sad day. It is a Friday. I am logging while in a parking lot. Oh no, I'm parked now. But, Toys R Us is closing, if you did not already know. I do not see a store closing sign on this, but they are shutting down, indefinitely. So, I am going to go in here and see what it is that I can buy for my last trip ever to this beautiful place known as Toys R Us. But before that, we gotta do the intro. So as I said in the intro to this video, before we had the actual vlog intro, Toys R Us is closing, and I want to go in here and see what I can find for my last trip here, because this will probably be my last trip. It's funny, last Saturday, which was a week ago, the week that I'm filming this, last week I went here on a Saturday thinking that they would be closed within this next week, but they weren't. So the things that I bought from that trip was the Toys R Us exclusive Groot pop, which has Groot holding a different piece in his hands. The Avengers Infinity War Iron Man Legends figure, which is a pretty cool addition to my 6-inch figure collection. No, that's all I bought there, because I remember I bought a 3-pack of Goodfellas, Aviator, and The Departed from FYE that very same day. I was thinking of that, something third I bought from Toys R Us, but that's not it, actually, at all. So I'm gonna go in here and see what it is I can find, and if I find anything interesting, I'll be sure to show you guys. So they have moved the Thomas section to closer to the front of the store now. It used to be a little ways in the back, but it's actually expanded, and they do have a pretty decent selection here of Trackmaster, Adventures, and now Thomas & Friends Wood. This is seemingly the only Thomas Wooden Railway item still left. Steamies vs. Diesels 4-pack. Oh, and the starter set, and also the airship hangar. It's pretty much the only Thomas Wooden Railway they still have here. It's basically all been replaced with Thomas Wood. It's a sad day. I don't plan on buying any of it. If I was going to buy any of them, I'd probably buy someone like Merlin, just because I'd like to have a model of him. Oh wow, and even the minis get their own section. Wow, they don't really deserve it.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
So it would seem. Look at the color difference. Dark, light. It's the same figure, just darker, lighter. Okay. Oh, wow, the return of these figures. Remember I saw these at Target in a Thor vlog? They don't really have any of the new stuff, or new Marvel Legends. That must be up at the front, but they've got the wave of Daredevil Season 2. I've already got this Punisher and this Daredevil. They are amazing. I don't know why I would need this, but I kind of feel like I want to purchase it. This Hasbro Thor hammer. I'm apparently worthy. I'd throw it, but there are kids in close proximity, and I don't want to hit one of them in the face. This is definitely going to be purchased. Admiral Akbar and First Order Officer. I'm so glad I'm not a completionist for the Black Series with 6-inch Star Wars figures, because I would die because of how much I'd have to buy. This is not a meme. I did not place this here. I just found this here. I don't know why Gordon is on top of the Luke Landspeeder, but clearly this is where he wants to remain, so I am just going to leave him here. Quick spoiler alert for Star Wars Rebels, but since Kanan is dead, does that mean his lightsaber goes up in value? Too soon? I know. The place has kind of been cleared out. Last time I was here they had a whole lot more selection. It's very barren now. I guess a lot of people have learned that Toys R Us is closing, so they decided, hey, why not snag some exclusives, because they're probably going to be rare one day. That's why I'm getting Bruce Banner here, because I don't know if he's going to be the rarest of the Toys R Us exclusives. I honestly think Groot is probably going to be the rarest of the Toys R Us exclusives, because that was the last Toys R Us exclusive to be released here. But there's also a James Bond from Dr. No that's exclusive, which is basically just him from Goldfinger, but in a black tuxedo instead of a white jacket. But I don't know if that's going to be rare one day either. I make bad choices whenever it comes to rare things. I have a curse, like, whenever I buy something, the value of it goes down, like, exponentially. Like this Bruce Banner here. This could be worth $20. I'll buy it, and it'll be worth $5, like, tomorrow. Instantaneously. This honestly looks like one of my dogs. I have a Schnauzer, or I have two Schnauzers. One of them's named Max, the other one's named Steeler, and this one looks like Steeler. Like, with the floppy ears, the big beard, it looks almost exactly like him, and I feel like I want to buy it, but then I also don't have any idea what Fraggle Rock is. Never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it in my life. It'd be kind of weird to have it in the collection, but it looks like my dog. Like, it shows a sign of the times. There's absolutely no video games in this. There used to be just a bunch of Xbox and Nintendo Switch stuff in here, but it's all gone now. There used to be a lot of other, like, DVDs and stuff in this section, but they've been replaced with Toys to Life and junk like this. Oh, the PlayStation stuff is still here. And they moved the DVDs and stuff back here, but it used to be a whole lot bigger. Come on, really? The basic edition of Cars with the Blu-ray and the digital HD for $30? I think not. But hey, Dinos and Discoveries for $7.99. And while you're at it, why don't we get the Benji 4-movie collection for $5? Because that's definitely going to be purchased. Alright, so I just came out of Toys R Us. It's kind of sad to see it go like this. By the way, I did end up, yes, I did get the Bruce Banner. This was $12.71. You know, Toys R Us used to not always put their exclusives out for a few dollars more, but I guess they finally figured it out that, you know, they can charge more for exclusives because they used to only be $9.99 a piece. Every single other pop in there that's not an exclusive is $9.99. Their exclusives, though, $11.99, which rounds up to $12.71, which is kind of the price that you would pay for a standard pop at, like, GameStop or FYE or somewhere like that. Pop prices are inflated over there. There is actually a point to this vlog besides me going to Toys R Us. Tonight, at around 7:30, I am going to go and see the latest theatrical film to hit theaters this Friday, Tomb Raider. Why am I seeing Tomb Raider? I'm not a fan of the games. I've never played any of the games. The only Tomb Raider content that I have been exposed to in my lifetime is the Angelina Jolie original film from 2001. That was on Netflix. I decided to watch it. It is kind of not good in any way, shape, or form. Angelina Jolie has the body to pull off Lara Croft, but she definitely does not have the acting capability. Yeah, all around, it just was a very unpleasant experience. I did not like Tomb Raider at all. So why am I seeing this new one? I haven't been to the theater since Black Panther, which was in February, and I saw that week of, so it's been close to a month since I've been to the theater. I've been itching to go back, and really the other reason is because I want to see if this will be like the actual good video game movie, because if you know anything about video game movies, they usually stink. Like, they're really bad. Like, Super Mario Brothers, wow. Just, man, the room of video game movies, I must say. Of course, I have not seen every video game movie ever made. I want to see if this Tomb Raider can be miles and miles ahead of the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider, and I also want to see if it can be, like, the first good video game movie. Okay, because I didn't see Assassin's Creed, but I heard it was terrible. This Tomb Raider actually has promise. I'm actually intrigued by the trailers. So hopefully it's good. And yes, I will vlog the experience to that. With all that being said, let's magically teleport to later on this evening. Magical teleportation powers, go! Woo! Woo! And we're here. And yes, I did change my shirt because I felt like, you know, don't you think I should wear a Han Solo shirt to Tomb Raider? You know, does that make sense?
Yes, because they do technically in the Dark Duck comic books, they do reside in the same universe. So yes.
It's been a while since you've been on camera.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the viewers? Okay,
Hello,
it's been a long time.
Okay, my name is Wally. A-class comedian in Canada and New York. Not true. But I used to be a dragon, but then I woke up. I took 2 years of fencing. Not true. It was actually a year and a half.
Well, we can round up.
No, you always have to round down.
Why would you do that?
Because it says so in the core rule book.
Core rule book?
Yeah.
I didn't
Life?
I didn't get that.
Obviously not. You work at UPS.
Oh, jeez.
Cut that out.
Man.
No
okay.
personal- no
well, the
personal-
door's unlocked. You can go ahead and get out.
Not anymore, mother trucker.
Dang it! Dude, you said mother trucker. I am going to get demonetized for this. I guarantee you. Because YouTube will hear the mother part, but then they won't know that you said trucker after it. They'll be like, he was going to say the other thing. Now you're demonetized.
Well, fiddlesticks.
Exactly.
They heard the F. They obviously demonetize it as soon as they hear a word that starts with F.
Exactly.
It's like fire truck.
Demonetized right there.
Flip.
But they wouldn't.
Or just freaking duck.
But here's the thing, though. They wouldn't tell me why I got demonetized. They would just say you got demonetized.
You need to.
And it'll be
not like Pokemon. You gotta put like D&D stats.
It'll be like.
Ask me what they are, but please.
It'll say Wallaby, freakishly tall, loves hobbits.
Yeah. No, I don't love hobbits. Gnomes. I'm all about gnomes.
Okay,
Garden gnomes.
I'll put that
gnomes,
instead. Garden
restaurant gnomes.
Garden gnomes.
The gnomes that live in my basement.
You don't.
All of them.
You don't understand, but it's just by saying garden gnomes, you have referenced the Thomas episode.
Frick!
I'll play a clip of it here.
Garden gnomes. Garden gnomes?
This is kind of weird, though. You're sitting next to a bodiless
YouTube
head.
star.
That too, but a bodiless head.
Well, you know,
A headless body, actually, because as we all know, I clearly don't have a head, even though. As we all know, I clearly don't have a head, even though you can see the chin. But you know whatever.
You should keep that in, but just blur your face.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, we're gonna stop this bit and we're gonna go see Tomb Raider. Right?
Yeah. Or we're gonna see Raider of Tombs, whichever one you prefer.
I kind of prefer Tomb Raider. That's the one I bought a ticket for. But you can see Raider of Tombs. I mean, it's really your choice, man.
I'm gonna go watch a different movie.
I didn't think you could put pure sex on a shirt, but I'm proven wrong every day of my existence.
We learned in episode 8 that really Han and Leia didn't have sex. She was just artificially inseminated with like a turkey baster. Cut that one out.
And that's where we cut.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
So where are we right now? The theater.
I'm not performing for you.
The theater, right?
The theater.
And who are you?
Oh, I'm Alex. I'm Emmanuel, aka Emmanuel.
To get a personal introduction, you're also freakishly tall like this one.
It's just normal.
Alright, so yeah, look,
They printed off your Infinity War tickets?
yes. I'm upset.
What are you going to do with them? Keep them?
I'm gonna have to find a place without them getting torn.
I mean, you can't just throw them away.
I know I have to put them in like my pocket or my wallet. Hold up, I gotta like figure out how I'm gonna put these in my pocket.
She doesn't want to be introduced, but
That's Haley, aka the woman of the group.
well, it's true, is it not?
Because you're the one operating the camera. So.
Well, shut up, okay? You do not disrespect me. You do not disrespect me in my vlog, okay? I'm gonna touch this.
You can't say no.
So what are you most excited for out of this Tomb Raider reboot, huh?
Boobies. No.
Oh dear. I mean,
A good old, strong heroine role.
I just hope it's at the very least, I hope it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I hope that I have a fun time while watching it. It could be stupid as hell,
I hope that-
but I could have a fun time watching it.
I hope there's people jumping and dying. And that's pretty much it. So
I hope that too, man.
you can't start filming after the comedy part. Sorry. It's pretty bad.
It's called a vlog, okay? It's called the life of a YouTuber. I have to make my money somehow.
Secretly Spider-Man.
You just look real confused.
I am.
I'm a little concerned right now
Why is that?
because I'm around a bunch of white people.
What did you think of it, my good friend?
It was pretty cool. honestly. It was actually pretty cool. Using this for dancing.
Yeah, it was priceless.
Well, darn.
Oh no, wait. Can we look at this real quick? Can we say that is wrong? That is wrong. It's April 27th. It's not May 4th no more.
Well, it was May 4th. But what did you think of Tomb Raider 2018?
It was epic. It was epic.
And you, my good man?
It was pretty good. It was a movie. It lived up to my expectations.
I had a little bit of comedy.
Which your expectations were what? Next to nothing?
No, I was expecting it to be a movie.
Well, that's what it was.
I know.
Gotta say, that's what it was.
Set expectations low and you can never be crushed.
It's true.
Yeah.
And, yep, insane.
Boy's gonna go for one.
Are you seriously gonna go for one of those?
Yeah, no.
Do it.
Why not?
You're gonna go for John Cena?
Come on. I got everybody else's reactions. What's your reaction? Huh? Was it good? Was it not?
It's great.
Everybody else had something constructive to say. My own personal reaction is that I thought it was okay. I don't know, just like halfway through it I got kind of bored. Like when they were I don't want to say any spoilers, but there's a point in the film, it's mainly during the second act, where I was kind of clock watching, but
Take your dollar.
for the most part though, I really enjoyed it. It was good. I'm not saying it was bad.
You were saying it was boring.
There was a part of it that was boring, okay? It was when the second act first started,
Okay.
I think.
It sounded like you were saying the second
Oh, you
half
can
was
just put the
bad.
dollar.
No.
Okay.
The three-act structure, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
First part of the second act, I felt a bit of a drag. When I first get to the island, I felt like it was kind of slowing down a little bit. But towards the end, it really started to pick up again.
I think the exploring the island part was not needed. Just because I didn't think it needed it. It would have been better if they didn't. Because then there's be more suspense on what's gonna pop up.
Yeah, I think there should have been more zombies. I think. Or at least more.
You want more zombies?
I mean, like more suspense, more chase throughout.
That was a little different in the game. Not exactly.
Yeah, I know this is based more off of the Tomb Raider from like the 2013 reboot, I think,
Yeah.
game for PS4. It was fine.
It was good.
Perfectly serviceable.
Take my money.
They could have put a little bit more action where you explored the island. They could have did more action in the actual the raid part.
I mean, we saw her raid one tomb, but it is her first mission.
So I would have liked to see.
I was kind of getting worried though. I was like, it's called Tomb Raider. She hasn't raided a tomb yet.
Yeah, it took forever to get to that point.
When are we gonna see her raid a tomb?
Yeah.
It really did take forever to get.
And
to
she
that
really
point.
didn't raid the tomb because she didn't take anything from it.
That's true.
And, like
What's that one character?
Indiana Jones.
No, the one that drove the ship or was the captain.
Lou Ren.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more of him,
Yeah.
especially as like a more of a good type guy.
I'm just gonna straight up say right now, spoiler alert, if any of the fans watching this haven't seen the movie, I didn't like the fact that her dad was alive. I did not like that at all.
He's not anymore, so you know.
It serves story purpose, but I really I don't know. That didn't sit well with me. I'm like, that can't be her dad. And it turns out to be her dad. At least
Unless she wakes up from a coma and it was all a dream.
At least I can give the Angelina Jolie one some credit in saying that her dad was dead the whole time.
How do you know that he wasn't?
Because he was dead. Sure. The only reason we even see him on screen is because of time travel.
No, I think it would have been more of like an emotional draw if her father actually, like he said, the spoilers. It would have been more emotional draw if her
Like
father
I
was
say,
dead.
it serves story
Yeah.
purpose.
I think it would have been good if she found his like dead body or his grave or something.
Yeah, it would have made like zero sense how the villain found the tomb and found the way in if it didn't have her father. Like I say, it serves story purpose, but
Unless he found the key that they lost.
That's
at
true.
on the ship.
The one that
the weird like
yeah,
turning dial thing.
The thermos
little-
key.
You think I edit these? Ha
You
ha. Oh, what a funny, what a funny story, Mark.
No, just I'm talking about. This might be a big spoiler, but I don't think it is.
Batman dies. Okay.
No.
I've already said spoilers are allowed, so it's
Alright.
fine.
So there's a part in there where we determined that they actually own the little or the
Oh yeah, the sequel setup.
yeah.
That was really
the sequel
blatant.
setup was pretty cool, but all along, little did her father know that her mother and the company in general was in charge of the company.
That's not her mother.
His mother, his grandmother.
Her mom's dead.
Huh?
Her mom's
girl,
dead.
The lady, was the person who was in charge of that triangle place? Was she his sister or his?
Are they not related at all?
No, the Anne character? No, they're not related at all.
Because I think she was like their Alfred, you know?
Oh well, then
I wouldn't say that. No, I
let's
think
say it's her.
Alfred plus 5 or something.
All right. So I think it might be her dad's friend, and then it's like business friend, right? And they bought all these like companies, and they have her in charge of all these companies and own them. And the one that towards the end of the movie, this for the preludes towards the sequel setup, it shows that company, that one of the companies that they own is the one that was actually like rating the tunes for the wrong reasons. And and that kind of just sets up like it was one of those things that I was anticipating because that's kind of what happens in all the other movies. But
I mean, I just thought, oh look, straight sequel bait, but you know.
I'm good. I would be good with there being a sequel for this one.
So would I, man. I would honestly like to see how they would improve
With
it.
robots.
There
No,
were
I would like
there
to
there
see
was
more of the
there
zombies
was
part in
a
the second
yeah.
one.
there was a robot in the first Angelina Jolie one.
No, I'm talking like Pacific Rim robots. Like
So you want a
big
crossover?
honking robots.
You want a crossover?
That'd
That's
be
what you
epic.
want.
You gotta get that guy from Star Wars in there.
Which one? There's just a lot of them.
The stormtrooper turned
Oh yeah,
Finn.
yeah.
That's epic.
I swear on his name.
What are these boys doing?
Talking about Hula Girls on dashboards.
Hula girls on dashboards? Why would you be talking about
Because I
that?
used to have one on my dashboard and I took it down.
So
Why'd you take it down? Because cultural appropriation?
No. Yes.
Show me.
Seth. Why Seth?
You get proposed to?
Why Seth?
Because he's funny.
What is it?
She gives him. She gives our friend Seth rings like every time we go and see a movie.
No, I didn't give him the other one.
Does that even fit on his finger?
The thing is, it's funny because it probably...
There's a cyborg one in here.
It don't actually move, does it?
Hanging over the shoulder.
I mean, if you put money
Hold
in
on,
it...
I'm trying to figure out why
I
it's
want
way back
cyborg.
there and the opening is
Yo,
down
looking
here.
at the Batman here.
Because it triggers
Next
down
to
the
Superman.
ramp down.
I remember, alright, so
Looks so retro.
Oh, no,
my
no,
guy.
no, no.
That's Lex Luthor.
there was,
I was wondering who that
doing one
was
of them,
in that
right?
So there really wasn't much else to shoot there. Haley was kind of getting a little aggressive towards me. She was like, "Can we talk without you pointing the camera in our faces?" So yeah, I decided to not vlog anymore, and mainly because I was getting really tired. It's sad though. We said a lot of funny things there at the end of the night that would have been cool on camera, but you can't exactly capture everything. But the consensus was all of us pretty much really liked Tomb Raider. I probably liked it least out of most of us. I'm a bigger critic than most of my friends are. But, I thought it was fine. I thought it was totally fine. I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. And that's my criteria when it comes to films. As long as the plot is okay and I like watching it. I know I said a few times there I was a little bored throughout part of it, but that's just because the second act is a little slow. The overall consensus is I would recommend it. I say that you should check out this new Tomb Raider. I don't know when this is being released. This is kind of an anomaly. This video wasn't really kind of planned. We felt like seeing Tomb Raider, so I decided to vlog it. Not really sure when I'm going to upload this, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. The few hundred of you that actually do watch my vlogs. These vlogs don't really do well in terms of views, but I like making them, so I'm going to keep making them because they're fun. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.